IVM.
Hello, I'm Shifa and welcome to the Smile India podcast. Here you get to hear news, but with a twist. The news is all about India and Indians and is 100% positive. So stop groaning about what is wrong with the country and look at what is wow. So let's get started. Heartening news from Delhi about the dog lady who feeds and looks after about 400 stray dogs in Saket. What is amazing is that this good Samaritan, Pratima Devi, is not a well-heeled socialite. She is a rag picker who makes about 200 rupees a day. Even in that amount, she used to buy biscuits for them and get them vaccinated. She really is the Pied Piper for these strays, and most of them sleep near her in her shanty. Pratima had a tough life in her village, but once her sons were done with school, she moved to Delhi. Here the dogs became her family, and seeing her dedication, now people from the area help her with money. So now she gives her babies breakfast in the morning, lunch at 12 and dinner at night. She's hoping some NGO offers them shelter so that they're looked after even after she goes. I think it's wonderful. Even if most of us cannot actually take in strays, please do contribute to anyone you know who's helping look after these helpless beings. Narayan Seva Sansthan has a nondescript office in Udaipur, and the man running the NGO, Kailash Agarwal, is 80 years old. Yet, hearing the name makes a lot of couples smile. This uncle played Cupid and helped them find love when they had given up hope. The Sansthan organizes mass marriages once a year for couples afflicted with polio. Sometimes they introduce the boy and girl to each other, and at times when the couple is facing parental opposition, they step in. A disabled person is very often seen as a burden on the family, and their happiness is not taken into consideration. The ones who get in touch with the Sansthan are the ones who get a new lease of life, with a partner who has a similar ailment, and thus they understand each other best. In Rajasthan, marrying within the caste is still important. But at the Narayan Seva Sansthan, they encourage polio patients to be self-reliant and find the partner who they get along with best. More power to Agarwal uncle, and here's hoping the model can be replicated across the country. From Bangalore, we have great news about Shafi Chermu Vilaya, who has won yet another award for translating a Tamil classic to Malyalam. Shafi is excited and tells his colleagues who wonder how that's even possible. It is surprising, given that Shafi works as a daily wage labourer on a construction site. He is a school dropout who loves to read. 30 years ago, he moved to the city and worked at a tea stall where most of his customers were Tamilian. He fell in love with the language and taught himself Tamil. Soon he could read and write both in Tamil and Malayalam and spent most of his free time reading. The tea stall folded up, so he started working as a construction labourer and continues to do so. His needs are limited, he says, so he devotes all his free time to translating what he loves from Tamil to his mother tongue. This simple man is just following his heart, so he claims. Shafi is truly a Sufi. Maybe you can think of him the next time you put away a passion project saying you don't have the time. Now here's some news that you can use. We all want to save the earth, reduce our carbon footprint, and well, you know the drill. So here's some information that actually tells you about a place that you can visit to do your bit. 4 hours from Calcutta is the Belun Eco Village, where you can stay in a homestay that's totally in sync with nature and its surroundings. Run by conservationist and filmmaker Tanmay Ghosh, here you lead a serene village life. You could also attend nature trails guided by villagers to spot birds and animals, attend a nature photography workshop, and do actual work to save the Gangetic Plain. Do check out their website and you can thank us later. This is Shifa Maitra signing off. See you soon, and if you would like some more great news on the country, check out Good News Indians on Facebook and Pinterest. For more such interesting podcasts, check out the IVM app or website or wherever you get your podcasts from. We won't disappoint you.
I hope you enjoyed that show. We'd like to thank our sponsors this week, HDFC Life and Paytm Money. Also, just a very quick note, I would really appreciate it if you guys could fill out a really short survey on our website. It's on ivmpodcast.com/survey. It's just a brand recognition survey for us to kind of work with the advertisers and give them some data. So it's a very short, less than 1 minute survey. Really appreciate your help in filling it out. And let me tell you a couple of things that you should check out this week. On IVM Likes, Alika, Antriksh and Sumit talk about some weird and bizarre shows and movies that they've seen. On Geek Fruit, Tejas and Dinkar just saw Pixar's new movie Onward. Tune in to find out what they thought of it. On the Empowering series, Zarina is joined by Rohit Taparia, Vice President of Isprava and Lohono Stays. They talk about the journey of an entrepreneur in the luxury home segment. On Paisa Vaisa, Anupam talks with Kalpen Parekh, President at DSP Mutual Fund, about various frameworks of mutual funds. On Absolutely Right, Aditi is joined by Rachel Lopez. They dive into her personality by analyzing her handwriting. Thanks and keep listening.
Janice, what do you think couples did before TV was invented?
I don't know, go for walks on the beach, long drives, fancy dinners, have more sex maybe?
But what did we do when we decided to move in together? We debated between the Chromecast and the Fire Stick.
We gave up on sleeping early so we could stay up watching true crime shows.
We got ourselves 3 cat babies.
And basically became the cutest couch potatoes around.
Okay then.
In case you guys still haven't got it, we are a TV crazy, Netflix loving, binge watching Mr. and Mrs.
I'm Anirudh Guha.
I'm Janice Sequeira.
And if like us, you snort TV for breakfast, lunch and dinner, this is the podcast for you.
Tune in every Thursday on the IVM podcast app or wherever it is that you get your podcast from. This is
Mr.
and Mrs.
Binge Watch.